Most people think vampires began in medieval Europe, with castles, coffins, and a nobleman drinking blood under the full moon. But that story is a lie, a distraction. The truth about vampires is older than civilization, older than language, older than human fear itself. And every 1,000 years, one of them wakes up. Tonight, you're going to hear the part of history that humanity buried long before any empire existed. Before the first city rose from mud, something stalked the world at night. Early hunters described shadowy shapes that fed without killing, creatures that left bite marks on sleeping tribes and vanished before sunrise. These were not human, not animal, something in between. Ancient carvings found in Mesopotamia show tall, thin beings with elongated skulls and hollow eyes. The Sumerians called them the Night Eaters. They were not undead. They were alive, and they watched us evolve. Around 9,000 years ago, during a brutal winter, a small tribe in Eastern Europe performed a desperate ritual. They believed blood carried the warmth of life, so a dying hunter drank the blood of a sacrificed animal. Then a child, then another hunter. He didn't die. He changed. His bones elongated, his skin paled, his teeth sharpened. He no longer felt cold. He no longer needed food. But most terrifying of all, he could hear human heartbeats from miles away. This was the first human vampire, known in fragmented legends as Vhar'Kun, the immortal hunger. He wasn't created by magic. He was created by survival. The Night Eaters saw in him something familiar and something dangerous. Ancient writings from multiple civilizations hint at a forgotten war, a silent war fought in the dark between humans and the creatures who once fed on us. Not zombies, not demons, but variations of vampiric beings. China wrote of the Jiangshi, bodies stiff with dark energy. Africa warned of the odds, a creature that slips through keyholes. India described the Vitala, spirits that puppeted corpses. Different shapes, different cultures, but all driven by the same hunger. And humanity discovered something horrifying. Every continent had its own version. Every version had a common origin. Vhar'Kun, the first vampire, didn't die. He traveled. He infected. He evolved. In the year 534 AD, a volcanic winter dimmed the sun for 18 months. Crops died, animals starved, people froze, vampires thrived. During that darkness, sightings exploded. Pale figures wandering forests, whole villages drained dry, children going missing, only to return with blackened veins. Priesthoods across the world performed mass burnings of the dead because they feared the bodies would wake again at night. What they didn't know was that the vampires weren't dead at all. They were hiding, feeding quietly, preparing, and in the shadows, an old rumor resurfaced. Vhar'Kun had awakened. Please like, share, and subscribe to enjoy the rest of the story in my next video.